happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So, we're back with our social studies class. And you know, in the last class, we studied some important concepts, isn't it? So, this video is your part 4. Before starting with the new concept, let us quickly revise the previous ones by watching the video. Let's go.
Saturn. It is the most beautiful planet of our solar system. There are bright rings around its equator. These rings are made up of icy particles, dust and gases. Saturn has 62 known moons. Uranus. It is the 7th planet from the Sun. It is named after mythical Greek god of sky. Like Saturn, it also has rings around it. It has 27 moons known so far. A large part of it is made up of ice. Therefore, it is also known as ice giant. Neptune. It is the 8th and farthest planet from the Sun in the solar system. It is named after the mythical Roman god of sea. It is 17 times the mass of the Earth. It has 13 known moons. The satellites. The satellites are celestial or heavenly bodies that revolve around the planets. The word satellite means attendant or a companion. They are so called because they revolve around the planets. The satellites rotate on their own axis. The satellites move around the planets from west to east. Today, we know more than 160 satellites in our solar system. Mercury and Venus are the only planets that do not have any satellites. Like planets, satellites also do not have their own light. They shine because they reflect the light of the sun.
So,
The moon.
we studied about the planets and the satellites, that it does not have its own light and it gets light from the sun. Now let us look about the moon.
Moon. The moon is the only natural satellite of our planet Earth. It is the closest celestial body to the Earth. It is about 384,400 km away from the Earth. It has no light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun. The moon appears to increase and decrease in size. It appears at different positions and in different shapes at different times. These are known as the phases of the moon. The lunar calendar is based on the phases of the moon. Phases are caused due to the revolution of the moon around the Earth. The moon takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth. When the moon travels from the new moon to the full moon phase, the visible portion increases. This is called waxing of the moon. When the moon journeys from the full moon to the new moon phase, the visible portion decreases and the moon is said to be waning.
Now you remember waxing and waning? Waning was what? From full moon, it completely, slightly you can see it got disappeared. That was waning, and waxing was the opposite, that it started appearing more and more. Okay.
Actually, the moon is constantly half bright and half dark, but the angle of view from the Earth keeps on changing. When the dark hemisphere of the moon faces the Earth, we call it a new moon night or Amavasya. When the bright hemisphere of the moon faces us, we call it a full moon night or Purnima. Sometimes when moon comes between the sun and the Earth, it casts its shadow on the Earth. This is called an eclipse. When it covers the sun completely, a total solar eclipse occurs. It becomes.
Can you see? It's like a total solar eclipse. When it comes completely in between the sun and the earth, this is how it looks like. Okay? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Becomes dark in the daytime. When the earth comes between the sun and the moon, a lunar eclipse occurs. There is no air and water on the moon. It does not have an atmosphere like our earth. Thus, there is no life on the moon. The moon is very hot in the day, that is 120 degrees Celsius, and very cold in the night, that is minus 120 degrees Celsius. On July 21st, 1969, two American astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, landed on the moon. They explored the surface of the moon.
So I hope you were able to recall what we studied in the last class. Now let us quickly move on to the new topic. Let's go. So today we are studying a small topic, that is asteroids. You can look at the picture. So what are asteroids? Asteroids are small planet-like heavenly bodies found in the solar system. So asteroids are also what? They are also a heavenly body and they are found in the solar system. They are large pieces of rocks floating in space. So what they do? They are floating in space. See, this is how the asteroids look like. Okay? Most of them are located between Mars and Jupiter. Between which planets? Mars and Jupiter. You can see, look at the picture carefully. This is Mars, this is Jupiter. And these are all what? The asteroids. And they are also known as what? The asteroid belt. You can see, look at the picture, they are looking very tiny, but they are looking like stones, है ना? इस फोटो में वो काफ़ी छोटे दिख रहे हैं, but इससे comparatively थोड़े big होते हैं, and they are also known as what? Asteroid belt. They are also called planetoids or minor planets. Why are they called planetoids or minor planets? Let's see. Scientists believe that asteroids are the broken parts of a planet. So this is how they got the name. Now what do the scientists believe? They believe that in the planet there might be some broken pieces. Okay? जो planets हैं वो कभी-कभी उनके में से थोड़े broken pieces इधर-उधर होते होंगे. Now that broken pieces are asteroids. Now this is what the scientists believe, and so they got the name minor planets or planetoids. Is it clear? The topic was asteroids. What are asteroids? They are small planet-like heavenly bodies that are found in the solar system. They are large pieces of rocks. They are found usually between Mars and Jupiter. Okay? And they are known as asteroid belts or planetoids or minor planets. What do the scientists believe? The scientists believe that the asteroids are the broken parts of the planet. Is that clear, students? We will keep it till here only, and the remaining topic, that is the meteoroids and the comets, that we will do in the next class. So now it's time for your worksheet. As you can see, answer the following in short. If you want, you can pause the video and write the questions. What are asteroids? You have to describe it in your own words. Where do we find most of the asteroids? What is the other name of asteroids? What are asteroids according to the scientists? Now in question 3, that is what is the other name? We discussed 3 names, right? So out of them, you can write any 2 names. So I hope the topic is clear to all of you. Very short and sweet. In the next video, we would complete the chapter. Okay, students? Till that, take care of your health. Goodbye, students. May God bless you.